Hey, it's your professor again, and I am going to be going over the basic features of Google Slides, as well as some information that you would need for your project at the end of this week. Now, as you can see, I already have the template pulled up. In the previous video, I've talked about the different features that you will see, or different templates that you will see in Google Slides. And the photo album is one, which is what you are required to use for your project at the end of this week. This template will be available in your module folder for this week, so make sure you click on that. So that only thing you have to do is type in your information. What we're going to do is first start off with the header and title. Like I said, any work that you submit in college, you will need to have some header somewhere indicating who you are, what this project is, what's the date, and all of that good stuff. So usually if you are doing a presentation, your header will be on what we call the title page. This is our very first page. It is our title page. And as you can see on that title page, I have my name, the assignment name, professor name, and the date. You also want to include your title. Okay, of course, this is not our title, so I am going to put Makia's photo album. And if for some reason some of your words are cut off or they are not on the slide, you can always adjust that by clicking on the box, and then whenever you see this diamond shape figure pop up, you can hold on to that and it allows you to move that item. So you can move that box that way. Okay. Next, we're going to go over the text features. These are the same text features that you see in Google Docs and Google Sheets, okay? So you always have the undo, redo button, print button. You can even zoom in if you can't see your words that you're typing. You can always zoom in. You even have your select button. You even have your text box button, which is what we're going to go over later. You have insert image button, which we're going to go over later. You can even insert a shape. They have shapes, arrow, call-outs, equation symbols that you can insert. You can even insert lines. You can even fill that text box with a certain color. We will go over that later. You can even change the border color of that text box, the border weight of that text box, pretty much how thick it is. You can even determine whether you want to have dashes for your border. You can change the font style. If you're going to do that, make sure you highlight that text and then click the style that you want. You can even increase or decrease your font size. If you click the more button, you will see where you can bold, italicize, underline, change the text color, highlight the color of the text. Like I say, you need to highlight the text before you even use these buttons. You can even hyperlink a text. You can add a comment. You can align the text. You can do line and paragraph spacing. You can insert bullet lists, number lists, and you can decrease and increase the indentation. So those are the basic text features that you will see in all Google Suite products. What we're going to go over next is deleting and inserting pictures. So what you can do is, if you don't want a picture, you just basically click on it. You can right click it, hit delete, or if you have delete on your keyboard, you can click the image and hit delete that way. Okay, so you can delete it that way. Let's say if you want to insert a picture, you click insert image, and you can either get it from the computer, from the web. You can even take a picture if you have a front camera on your computer. Either way works. Okay, you can even insert videos if you want to. You can insert it from your Google Drive, or you can insert it from YouTube. So either way is fine. Now, one thing about Google Slides is to make your presentation more animated, you can choose a layout for your slide. Layout is just basically how you want your words and pictures formatted. So of course, this is a title slide, so it is going to look more like a title slide. But for the remaining slides, if you want to change that layout, you can. Okay, you have a layout where you have the title at the top. You can put text in one box, and then you can have a picture in the other box. Okay, it's just It's based on you. You can even change the theme of your presentation. This is just basically how it looks. What background color do you want? What do you want your visual to look like? Okay. And then you can even add transitions. Okay. This is how one slide moves to the other. Okay. So you can choose whatever transition you want. Let's say we want fade. You can choose how fast you want it to go. You can even apply it to all slides. If you don't want to apply it to all slides, you can just keep it like that. And then you can click on the next slide and choose whatever transition you want. Okay. And now we're going to talk about inserting a text box. Now, as you know, for the requirements for this project, you need to have a total of 5 slides. So you have your title page, your infancy slide, adolescent slide, and your adulthood slide, and then of course your closing slide. For these 3 stages of life, you need to have 2 pictures and a caption for each picture. So let's say that this is a picture that I want. Let's say this is a picture of me as a baby. Okay, it's not, but I'm just saying, if this is a picture of me as a baby and I want to insert a caption, what you'll do is hit the text box button, and then you will click where you want to start that text box at, hold the button, and go down to where you want it to end at. Okay, simple, right? Now, as you can see, when I type, that is hard to read. So sometimes you may have to change the background color of that text box by simply hitting the fill color button. It looks like a bucket. Hit white and it changed that background for you. Very simple, okay? That is how you insert a caption or a text box for any other reason. Now, let's say you were presenting this presentation in front of the class. What you will have to do, and if this was in person, you can do this in person. This is more for in person. You will click view and hit slideshow, and it just basically presents your presentation in full screen. Okay, and then that's pretty much it. And as you know, you do have to submit this assignment. So what you'll do is hit file. You can share it with others. That's where, whoever you share it with, they can edit this presentation if you want, if you give them the editing rights. You can email this file to someone, and you can download it. And like I say, you have to download it as a PDF and then submit it on Canvas. Okay, so that's all you have to do. Good luck.